Alright, and we're back with more Devil May Cry 3. We've been playing this on easy, and we're almost done. We're at, I believe we've only got a few more levels to go, and that'll be it. Last time, we got into the demon world. I thought, but this doesn't... Oh, okay, we're seeing what's going on with Lady. An exciting intro to Mission 19. A man opened a door, and now we're going to, that had to have been the most exciting cutscene in all of Devil May Cry 3, or maybe the entire series. And by most exciting, I mean, it's really surprising there wasn't a lot more action in that scene. But, let's see, I don't really remember what this stage even is. So, I guess I'm just gonna go with what I have, or maybe get a purple, yeah, get a purple orb. That would be best, I think. Always could use more magic meter. Gunslinger, I like Gunslinger, let's go with that. You know, I think I do remember this level, and I think Gunslinger's okay. No. No, I forgot about that move. Oh, apparently they're weak to ice, so that's good to know. It's a good thing I just happened to have that equipped. Let's see, is that... yeah, that's destructible. So you can destroy the little graves. They're in the middle of the area anyway. And, it doesn't really give you much, so it's not really worth it. Oh, that's right, you can't hurt the ones in this room. Stop the vicious cycle by bending time and space. Substance projects image, and image punishes substance. In other words, find the mirror that these guys actually show up in, that actually reflects the demons, including Dante himself, and attack that one. You would think all the mirrors would reflect Dante since he is half human, but apparently that's not how these mirrors work. No, no. No, no. It's not gonna do it. No. There we go. And then they all die. Less exciting than this normally, like than most of this game normally is, in a lot of ways, but still kind of an interesting challenge. You have to keep them from hitting you while you attack mirrors on the wall. There we go. More of them appear the next time. Oh, thought I'd have to do that a lot more times. I've never played this on easy before now, so I guess that's probably why. So I guess it's probably having me do it less times, or fewer times. I didn't actually mean to use that, but I guess it works. And we've got the Samsara. This time-space continuum. Well, we saw something that would need something like that. So we apparently have something that represents the entire time-space continuum. What? Well, we don't really need that help right now, I guess. So we're back here in the boss rush area, but all the bosses, all the things representing the bosses have been destroyed. So we can't just have a boss rush in the middle of our level here. We do have to actually move on, which is a good thing, I suppose. And then nothing to do here. What we want is in the mirror room. Here we go. Stop the vicious cycle. The vicious cycle, I guess, being the 3 rooms that we could go in. And we did that by inserting the time-space continuum. So we found Arkham.
It's like staring into a backed up toilet. Why do you always stick your nose in other families' business? Come on, dude. Don't you have any hobbies?
Oh. That... I suppose that's the image of true power. It's a giant amoeba.
Dude, my father wasn't so hideous. Can't you tell by looking at me? Anyway, that shape suits you better.
A little bit of a
Let's begin.
beautiful Joe line there. Alright. I normally have a different loadout for this battle, actually, because I kind of didn't realize that this battle was coming up right here. Guess we're even closer to the end of the game than I realized. Nope, that's not working. There we go. Nope, that's... So, the ice nunchucks don't exactly seem to work very well here. Good to know. Yeah. I feel like that's another Metal Gear Solid 2, or that would have been 1. But cutting off that guy's arm in mid monologue.
Look at you, making a big dramatic entrance and stealing my spotlight.
You don't possibly believe that he deserves to be our main event now.
Now that you mention it,
Just put that arm back on.
you're right.
You should come to realize you cannot control the power of Sparta.
You're wasting your time, buddy. I think he needs to learn the hard way.
Now this part of the game is pretty awesome, I'm not gonna lie. Because in this part, you're controlling both Dante and Virgil. Yup. Show Arkham the true power of the Sons of Sparta. It works exactly like the Doppelganger power, or style. However, you can't use demon form at all, whereas you could still do that in Doppelganger style. He'll use whatever moves you use, pretty much. You just use circle to call him to wherever you are. I normally use a different weapon for this, just because these guys really get me. And in fact, I think I'm going to use a healing item for once. Well, for once, I've done that a few times. Because, seriously, these guys really are... These guys can be pretty difficult. Unless you have Nevin equipped. I mean, Nevin is far from necessary for this fight. Oh, I'm actually controlling Virgil directly. Looks like. Alright, why not? This is the very end of the game. So, we're almost finished with Devil May Cry 3. We've got actually just a little bit more. I had forgotten how they throw their swords through his body, and the swords pass by each other. And they switch. Oh! Just toss them to each other.
I'll try it your way for once. Remember what we used to say?
Ah.
Not very classy for someone's dying words.
No, is that it? Yep, that's it for this stage. We've got, I guess we just have one more. I thought there were 22 stages in the game, but I guess there's only 20. Which means we're gonna end this probably pretty early. Depending, I guess. Let's go ahead and save. Why not? Looks like Lady found her way to the top of the tower.
How could I? I shall become a god. No one here can stop me.
What a surprise. Here I was looking for you, and lo and behold, you come to me.
Mary.
Don't ever call me that again. My mother was the only one who could say my name.
Wait. Please. Do you really want to shoot me? Can you shoot me? Your own father. What have I done wrong? Even heroic Sparta sacrificed a woman so that he could become a legend.
And there's the 20 in the clouds. I kind of forgot how freaky this game gets at the end. So, yeah, that was quite a scene. I think I probably don't want Cerberus for this fight. I think I probably want Beowulf. I don't know, he's pretty fast. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use Beowulf. I think Beowulf would work pretty well for this. And, if I can get Rising Dragon, which I can, I think this would be the time to do it. Gunslinger style. Yeah, Gunslinger style will work. I've been using Gunslinger style this whole time. Why not finish the game with it? I forgot to mention, at that time when you can use the doppelganger style kind of thing with Virgil,
Give that to
you can also do that section 2 player. The second player can be Virgil.
Well, I want yours too.
What are you gonna do with all that power, huh? No matter how hard you try, you're never gonna be like Father.
We're wasting time.
We are the sons of Sparta. Within each of us flows his blood. But more importantly, his soul! And now, my soul is saying it wants to stop you!
Unfortunately, our souls are at odds, brother. I need more power.
And we're supposed to be twins.
Twins. Right.
So now Virgil has a lot more moves. A lot more that he will use against us. It's best to close the distance so he doesn't use that one all the time. No, he can also throw his sword at us, so there's that as well. Nope. Man, it doesn't matter what difficulty you're on. Virgil is pretty difficult. Oh, I thought I had a different weapon equipped. There we go. There we go. Alright, so I wish I could tell you something about the tactic to use here, but it's basically just dodge a lot. And try to wait until you have an opportunity to hit him, which there aren't very many. Well, actually, there's a decent amount if you're willing to take some risks. The, Ooh. Oh, boy. There we go. Good old Beowulf.
Am I being defeated?
What's wrong? Is that all you got? Come on, get up. You can do better than that. You're still here.
I need that back.
Here, have your ridiculous gun. Have your ridiculous gun back.
I'll think about it.
We should be fine for now. But I'm sure they'll be back soon. Very soon.
Are you crying?
It's only the rain.
The rain already stopped.
Devils never cry.
I see. Maybe somewhere out there, even a devil may cry when he loses a loved one. Don't you think?
Maybe.
By the way,
By the way,
looks like we're gonna be busy for a while.
Bring it on. I love this. This is what I live for. I'm absolutely crazy about it.
so this is the credits. This is how the credits work. You fight a lot of demons. There's actually a bonus scene that you get if you kill 100, which won't be difficult at all because they're dying so fast. Also, I love this track. This is the only time that this track plays in the game, and I love it. Also, Lady is fighting alongside you in this scene, which is pretty interesting. Because I mean, you've seen what her gun can do. It's pretty amazing. But she's also got her other guns that she used against you in that fight, in the fight against her. I do really like this section during the credits, just because, you know, a big part of the game, a big part of the fun of the game for me is just all the carnage and all the really flashy moves, doing all this really awesome stuff. I don't really care about having difficult enemies that much. I just like being able to do really high octane, really cool stuff. I don't really, you know, I don't really need difficulty for that. Difficulty is nice, but it's not really necessary for me to enjoy the game. I just like really awesome music and really flashy visuals. And I killed 100 demons. So I'll get that secret ending. I think this is the most I've ever killed. $133. Rock on.
What happened next? Nothing, really. We took care of all the remaining devils, and that was it.
Took care of all of them.
I still have a job to do that's far from done, which is to
There's
eliminate
Devil May Cry
every
1,
last
Dante.
demon. I need to ensure that monsters like my father never come about again. And he promised to help me hunt down the demons, even though he's part one himself. But now I realize that there are humans as evil as any devil, as well as kind and compassionate demons in this universe. At least I've found one so-called devil who is able to shed tears for those he cares about. That's enough for me to believe in him.
But is he ever gonna eat that pizza?
Oh, speaking of a kind devil, he finally decided on a name for his shop. It took him quite a while to pick one.
The best way to answer a phone.
Want to know the name? Devil May Cry.
Oh, this is the extended ending here.
It'll be fun to fight the Prince of Darkness. If my father did it, I should be able to do it too.
By the Prince of Darkness, he's not talking about Ozzy Osbourne. He's talking about Mundus, the antagonist of the first game. So anyway, we've beaten Devil May Cry 3, one of my favorite games of all time. I never really played it for the story that much. But having played it on easy now, I have to say there's a lot that I was missing out on because I never really paid that much attention to the story, and it actually is a pretty good story. But having beaten that, 20 levels, I could talk about, I suppose I could talk about some of the stuff you can unlock. I kind of avoided talking about some of this stuff just because it would kind of spoil stuff coming up, and there wasn't a lot to it. But like, we can play as Sparta here. That's Dante's father, and we can do the Bloody Palace. Bloody Palace is a good way if you really want to make if you really want to earn red orbs. Then that's one way of doing it, I guess. It's also just kind of a challenge you can do after you've beaten the game. There's a couple of reasons I'm doing this now. One is that this is kind of more of how the game is actually supposed to be played, because I was playing on easy, so enemies were dying way too fast. For another, I'm showing off a the ones with that aura, like whenever you could select an outfit or a character or whatever. That meant that you have unlimited Devil Trigger. These things are actually, they refer to kind of how many rooms you're going to travel. I believe that's 1, that's 5, and that's 10, or something like that. So, you know, as you go further into the... Oh no, that's 100. So we've gone 100 floors. The other one must have been 10. The enemies get more powerful as you go through it. And since we chose one of those with the aura, we are constantly, or we can just constantly be in Devil Trigger mode, so we can just be Sparta here. It's actually really useful if you want to play Doppelganger mode with somebody, because you can just constantly be in Doppelganger mode. You can just both play. It's also good for if you want to practice moves you can only use when in triggered mode, which I didn't equip any weapons that have those, but some weapons only have the ability to use them. Some weapons have abilities you can only use when you're triggered. I'm not going to do very much of this, just because I just wanted to show it off a little bit. There's really not a lot of time left, and I really want to get to Musashi Samurai Legend. I'm mostly just filling the time because I want to fill the whole hour block. But I think it's probably pretty. I think it's pretty fun. Like this. It's not as nice as actually having cool environments to fight in, but this mode is pretty good if all you really want to do is just fight stuff. Challenge yourself. You may have noticed I taunt a lot. It's just because that's kind of how I like to play the game. I've never, come to think of it, I don't think I've ever played this this mode with this character. Or this aura, you know. It's kind of fun. I mean, it's totally unbalanced in your favor. That's kind of cool. There's a few more modes as well. The thing is, I'm skipping past them, I guess, but there's supposed to be boss fights as well. I'm surprised that all I'm fighting is normal enemies right now. But yeah, I think I've had enough of this. There's also Heaven or Hell mode. Dante Must Die mode is a little strange. I don't really want to show it off just because it's a little bit too... It's a little bit too much. Like, it's just gonna take... It's gonna take a while to show that off. Heaven or Hell mode is, you hit enemies and they die in one hit. You can shoot them as well, and you've seen how rapid fire you can shoot the Ebony and Ivory. And the gallery has all kinds of stuff, but I think we're just gonna move on now. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen some of this, but yeah, you get some CG art. Oh yes, you can also play as Virgil. I should show that off, actually. I have 5 minutes. I'll just do that. Let's show off Virgil. I'll play it on normal. Gold. I'm not going to actually save. I'm just going to show off Virgil. You can do multiple outfits for him too. One of which kind of looks like Sparta. And he has a different intro cutscene. I'll just show that off. But aside from that, everything is exact. Actually, aside from that, all the cutscenes are cut. There's really nothing new. As far as the story goes, aside from this one scene.
So, you're meets a woman who then bears twin sons. That's the story, isn't it?
Leave me. I won't tell you at that time.
People inherently fear evil. However, occasionally a person may become seduced by evil.
What are they in it?
Share with me the story of Sparta.
Just walks off.
The activation method is as I described before. It should be a simple matter for you. I will go to his place. I believe that I know where the item we seek is located. You should dispose of any obstacles quickly.
These guys are endgame enemies. As we've just seen. Demon blood makes the best hair gel. Well, I didn't mean to go over on this, but it looks like I'm about to. I do want to show off Virgil, so I'm going to go ahead and keep going for just a bit before I switch to Musashi Samurai Legend. But, since we've finished the game, or since we have a file that has the finished, that has finished the game, we can play as Virgil, and he has all the equipment he had, when you fought him the last time. He has a bit of a different setup. He works a little bit differently because he only has 3 weapons, but you can't equip him with weapons. He always has 3 weapons. He also only has 1 style. And he has no guns. His guns are magic swords, which he did use... well, no, he would have used... Oh, and all of a sudden we're here in Dante's shop for no apparent reason. Virgil uses the exact same moves he used on Dante when you fought him as Dante. With some slight differences, with some things, he has some mechanics that are really interesting, like the fact that whenever he slashes, if you let him sheath his sword, he will actually gain style for doing so. but I'm having trouble remembering. Yeah, he's only using that one move. There we go. So he has a couple of different moves. There we go. And that's his taunt. He has pretty different taunts from Dante. Also, his style is very similar to Trickster style. He dashes around, or teleports around, really. And he can, I think, teleport directly up to an enemy, or he can just use it as kind of a dodge move, I think. But yeah, overall, his moves are a little less flashy than Dante's, and I just don't find them anywhere near as fun. But anyway, that's Virgil. I think that's about enough of him. When you fight, at which points you would normally fight Virgil as Dante? You know, he goes through the exact same levels as Dante. At which point you would normally fight. Dante would normally fight Virgil. Virgil just fights a red version of himself. It's kind of boring. But anyway, that's enough of Devil May Cry 3. I have something very special in store for you guys next week to replace Metal Gear Solid 3. I've been telling you guys, I've been building up this game for some time, telling you guys there's something even more ridiculous than this game. And that's what we're doing next. I hope you'll join me. I'm going to go ahead and stop recording, but I'm not going to stop streaming. And I'm going